Okay. Tech issues out of the way. We
Woo.
are running.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. It got dark at like 5 o'clock today.
Ugh, dude, it's like the season of wake up, go to do your work and do your thing, and then come home and it's dark both times. Like there's a couple of days last week I didn't see the sun.
Yeah, that's depressing.
Yeah.
But the upside is the Blazers won today.
Hell yeah, we love to see it.
Yeah, we caught them play on Sunday against
Oh, nice.
the Thunder, and they pushed it to the limit, and then they lost at the last second.
I watched them play overtime. It's like one of the last games last year. Play overtime and win. It was fucking awesome. I mean, it didn't mean anything. They didn't go to playoffs or anything. But yeah, I just love being there. I love being at Moda and just like crushing some pizza and watching Blazers. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean parking's not bad either. I mean we do the convention
I
center.
I got secret spots, bro. I got secret spots.
Yeah, I mean so does everyone. I mean I feel like I'm okay to pay $15 for parking.
You're also driving from like a grip, so for you, it's like, yeah, of course, like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, it's my hood. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna figure it out. Don't worry.
No, I clean all of my stuff up at like one point. I was using the Lloyd Center for like Depop pickups.
Mm.
So I'm like, hey, don't ship it. Save your money there. We'll just do it off app, and then I'll pick up stuff from you, and we'll go from here, and I'll just drive down to the convention center. We'll park there, and we're good.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I think so. For everyone who is maybe not up on the up and up for where you've been over the last, what is it now, 5 or 6 years?
Mm-hmm.
Vanna, you were done with Vanna in like 2019?
17.
17. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's already been close to 10 years. Minus
Yeah, I mean, let's not fast forward that much, but yeah, no, we're going on it for sure. And to be fair, like everybody not like everybody not maybe not knowing what I've been up to, you shouldn't because I've been doing my fucking thing away from everybody, so you should know what I'm being up to. It's it's a new world that I live in now. That's like less accessible to like this. So it's okay if you don't know. I like ran into a couple of fans a little while ago that was like, I feel like I haven't like been up with you in the last couple of years. And I'm like, the world ended in 2020 and then everybody started figuring their shit out. So like, you don't have to be up with me. It's all good. I got nothing for you to be up with me about. I'm working. I'm living. I'm loving. I got into a couple car accidents. Not my fault. But I've been like recovering. I've had a pretty big recovery. As you know, my visual career is taken off pretty well. I've shot your wedding. So yeah, yes, sir. Um, so yeah, no, it's just, the thing is like I've been doing a lot in my life, but not a lot like for everybody else to consume until now. So that's like all good with me. I feel like people feel bad. They're like, oh, I haven't talked to you in forever. And I'm like, we haven't, what are we going to talk about? You know what I mean? Like I'm doing my shit, you're doing yours. And now that I have something to talk about, let's chat. You know, for me, I've been like reconnecting with a lot of people, with this new project. So like, yeah, it's all good if you haven't been around and it's all good if you take some time to yourself to do what you got to do to like heal and live and grow. And you know, when I pop out the other side, like I still feel the same about you 7 years ago. If I haven't seen you in 7 years, I still feel the same about you that I did 7 years ago. I just like, it's all good that we did our own thing. So now I have something to talk about. So I reemerge. Here I am.
It's crazy though because like I mean I just saw someone over the weekend and he's like, oh, I have like 2 kids now. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like a couple of years ago you had none. Now you have two. Like,
Yeah. I mean, that's like this whole thing that we're doing here with this thing is like involves like kids, marriages, homes, like what it was when I left, life was when I left, and what it is like now is like drastically different. Like drastically different, like in a very real way. And yeah, you like run into people and you're like, oh, I have a 5-year-old. You're like, no shit. Okay, good for you. I think that like at that time, everyone was so involved in social media and in each other's lives, parasocially, that we like felt like we knew everything. And then like when things like, you know, COVID and whatever political unrest and personal things and whatever, all these things kind of pulled us back to our like ourselves, our families, our like circle of friends. I just feel like we're less like plugged in, but not in a bad way. It's okay to like be like, I haven't seen you forever. What's up? And catch up with people. Like That's how we used to do it in the old days. You used to, drive to your walk to your friend's house, bike to your friend's house to see if like Adam's home. And if Adam's not home, you go to like Ian's house. And if Ian's not home, you go to Kyle's house. Like you don't. It's like we were all, I think, too fucking on top of each other. So
Which
I
is,
love it.
I mean, for me, like I do the mental math. Where I'm like, okay, if I only see someone twice a year, that means I'll only see them like X amount of times before I die. I'm like, oh
Sure.
no, which
Well,
is like,
then I think then you like make those interactions like more important. You know what I mean?
which
Put more
more
emphasis.
on top of it, where it's like, yeah, you have to
I
really
just,
go out for it.
yeah, I just think that like setting up some personal boundaries of like, yeah, I might see this person again 5 more times before I die. I love the connection that we have, but it is the connection that we have. But like, let's make those 5 times awesome. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, it's weird. It's weird to think about that. That's a really weird statement to say. I might only see this person a few more times before I die.
It's cryptic, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah, like you never. It's like the statement of like one day your parents put you down and they never picked you back up again. Like,
right.
fuck, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I love sending messages on my Mac where I'm just bam, 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 and just hopefully get as many back. But yeah, it's tough connecting in your 30s.
I think everyone's doing it again though, in their own way. I think just like again, I think we were overly available to everyone at all times. And I used to be like that a lot, especially on tour. Like I would text like 100 people a day and like meaningful and like caring. And I'm like, I am so fucking maxed out that I know about so many people's like problems, issues. So I think now I'm just like, yeah, actually the other day, my friend group here, on Sundays, it's super hard to get a hold of us. Cause we're just doing football in pajamas all day. You know what I mean? So we're getting a house phone, like a landline. I just signed up for Xfinity landline and I'm getting like a house phone. So like, if you want to call me on the phone and like see if I'm around or you want to just call me, you know what I mean? Like I'm going in reverse. I'm going backwards. You know what I mean? I'm staying like, I'm using like current things in editing and music and top of the line, like equipment. But then in my personal life, I'm going like backwards.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, just you can only have so much bandwidth for one
Yeah,
day. Yeah, I
that's
mean,
it.
what was like? I think it's like a study. Like someone said, like you can only maintain like 50 either acquaintances or friendships over like your entire.
Yeah, so I mean, dude, talking to a friend who does like anthro shit. I mean, we're primates that are supposed to be in groups of 100 and no more. We're not supposed to know more than 100 people at all, and like we're supposed to live and raise each other's children and help with like that's like our brains are still wired for that. We have advanced technology far beyond our brain to comprehend it or handle it. So we make TikToks all day. So
And we argue with AI all day.
yes, that's been one of my new favorite things is searching um, uh, old people, older than me, people like seeing AI videos and thinking they're real. That's like my new kink. That's my new kink. So
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like people will send me videos all the time. Like, oh, look at this guy. He like fell off a cliff, and I'm like, that is AI.
brother, it's all AI. Everything's AI. It always has been. Nothing's real. Nothing matters. Act accordingly. Like literally, like nothing's real on the internet. Nothing matters there. It's not a real place. Literally act accordingly.
It's tough because like I feel like everyone's been got before by an AI video. I'm like, oh man, that was AI, and I didn't catch that until like 15 seconds later.
Yeah. AI is really just for like I mean, it's just for stupid things for me and that's all I care about. And then like work things. And other than that, I just don't care. I just don't care about any of that stuff anymore anyways. So
I do it for like hypothetical math problems. Like, okay, we're going to compare and contrast these two situations. Which is cheaper?
sure. Yeah. I have like a work client for like note taking and all that kind of stuff too. But that's where it stays. It stays down in the fucking trenches.
Which makes sense. I mean, I get it. I mean, Spotify went crazy with AI this year. Like, have you seen Spotify Wrapped?
Yeah, of course. I mean, listen, all these companies are going to integrate AI as much as they can and wherever they can. And then they'll make apologies for it. It's so funny. I just saw like a band today like making an apology for an AI art T-shirt they sold at Warped Tour this past last week or whatever. I was like, guys,
Wasn't it
we're
Bless
just
the Fall?
yeah, we're making apologies for, I don't know. It's just so fucking stupid. Like, it's just hire a graphic designer. They're a dime a dozen. I guarantee if they put a tweet out that said, "Does anyone want to design a Bless the Fall shirt for free?" They would have 1 million talented fans being like, "Yes, here you go." So
Yeah.
that's not beef starting with Bless the Fall, by the way. That's not what it is. I love Eric very dearly and deeply. So I'm just saying we're doing things and apologizing for them constantly, and it's overwhelming. So
I get it. Okay, so yeah, you have been kind of just back in the flow of things. I mean, the band started this year.
So Wrung has been if you want the lore, I have the lore. I can give you the lore.
All right, let's do that. Because am I the first person you kind of like dove into this with, or
you're the first podcast or interview I've done about this band? Hats off to you for being my friend for a lot of years. So here's the lore. Vanna ended in 2017, and my best friend in the band and Joel, guitar player and singer, was dealing with like several, and it's okay if I speak on this issue. I have his blessing. He's my best friend. He just was going through a lot and couldn't even complete the farewell with us, which was for me really sad because I did that band with him for 5 years. And previously before that, 5 years before that. And those times with him, were my favorite. And, it was, I know all the boys were sad to not see him not be able to do that. And just like you were saying earlier, it's just funny segues. Like you don't see some for a little while and it's like, oh, hey, what's up? Here's my wife and my kid. So like Joel took some time off, and when I kind of reconvened with him after the end of Vanna, and I was still touring and doing solo stuff and some band stuff here and there and speaking and whatever, my life was still so crazy. I got to catch up with Joel on one of my solo tours, and he got married to a very close friend of ours, and they had a child, and his life has just been moving in such a beautiful direction since then. And I wasn't doing anything with music. I hadn't been doing in a while. It's just like you meet your people that are like soulmates in whatever, like in art, in music, and whatever, work, business, whatever. And Joel's definitely one of those for me as far as like just writing music. And we had been chatting, and we'd been sending playlists back and forth to each other, and just, newer music. It'd been probably since Vanna had split, probably about 4 years at this point, 5 years at this point. So now we're talking about probably like 4 years ago ish, now. And I started sending him a bunch of stuff, and he hadn't written and done anything in a while. And I had this like kind of idea for a project, and I was just kind of describing it to him. And he's one day just sent me what is the song Gasp. And he just sent me the song. It was just like an audio file. And I haven't seen Joel send me an audio file in like a better part of a decade. So when I got it, I was like, what is this? And it went from there, and it took about 3 years of us writing and pinging back and forth. I live in Oregon and he lives in Massachusetts, and kind of during a lot of that COVID shutdown time, we were just kind of like being buddies via the phone and via computer, and then started developing our friendship and started developing our music again. And he started just kind of writing and sending me stuff about 3 years ago. And it felt like where we left off in Vanna. It felt like all the stuff that we were talking about doing, and it just felt like we just picked right back up again. But it was a new chapter for both of us. We've both gone through a lot since that time. And not only during touring, I know that like I've seen a lot of touring guys that I'm friends with, like Buddy and a bunch of people go on podcasts and talk about the hardships of touring over like the COVID era type stuff. And it was good to see a lot of people talk on that stuff, because shit was like, not only was shit like tough out there, but like it was uncharted. Like there was a lot of years of my life that there was no playbook for, so like, kind of going back to therapy when I got out of touring and, just kind of relearning my tools and all that kind of stuff and, building stuff back up with Joel. But wanting to play music, but also both kind of being like, fuck the music industry and things that we've gone through and whatever. And so we just started bouncing songs between each other without thinking about what would happen to it. It was just like, yo, let's just like go back and forth and send riffs and track vocals and do that. And we did that for like 2 years until it started forming into something. And, I grabbed a couple of buddies, my buddy Cody that was in that band Trove, that like rock band I played in for a little while. My buddy Casey that plays in Hematite and Andrew that plays in Hematite. We started kind of just like pulling those people together, and my buddy Nick, who's a tattooer here in Portland. It really just became like this group of dudes that felt like this is the band I'd be in high school in. You know what I mean? Like you get to be in a band with your best friends again, and you get to kind of mold it and shape it. And Joel, we're all in Oregon, and Joel's over in Massachusetts, and he's just kind of like he's directing the ship, and he's writing songs, and we send them back here, and we're putting them all together. So it just started getting to the point where we started showing friends. And everyone was like, you should do something with this. And, I have a long standing history with a lot of people that are still very active in the music industry and, have gone on to do really cool things. And I sent the songs to a very few amount of people. And one of those people were Daniel McCartney, who started Gideon back in the day. And that's how we started our friendship. And he was like, bro, what the fuck is this? I love this. Like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't know. I just want to release music and play shows. I don't care about anything else. And like, I'd like to make music videos because that's what I do for a career. I'd like to make merch. I'd like to engage in all the creative things that I like started being in bands for without worrying about money or status or if we got a tour, didn't get a tour, just without any of that stuff that were all my personal hell when I was doing it. And connecting with people again. A big part of touring for me was all the bands that we toured with and fans that I got to connect with. Like I'm a big people person and it really meant a lot to me to be on tour with 25 human beings that understood me and my soul. And maybe just for those 6 weeks, but for those 6 weeks, we were all kind of fam. And then like making those connections with, people in the audience, like that's like, there's a certain, I don't want to call it a high, but there's a certain like feeling that heals like an inner child of mine. And now being in a better position in my life, I'm older, a little bit wiser, a little bit more gray, but mentally just like stronger and wanting to do this now and keep my, self with my boundaries up. But like, I want to play music again. I want to connect with people again. I want to connect with friends again. I want to laugh. I want to cry. I want to do all of those things. But I don't want to worry about any other shit. And, Daniel and a couple other people have stepped in and have done the heavy lifting of booking and managing and all that other stuff for us. And just really connected back with music again. And it's been awesome to connect with Joel and kind of vibe on that. Like if you listen to Vanna, there's a cohesion with him and I on there. And to bring it to a new world, Vanna was amazing. And, Joel and I and the three other dudes that we got to play with and the various members, it was always great to have that chemistry to have these songs come out. And this time it's just like what me and Joel would like, stuff we talk about at like midnight drives, like that's what this band is now. And then it also integrates with the life I've been living for the last 10 years here in Oregon and my people out here. So it's been really like cool and almost very personal to me to put this back together and start it. So it's kind of like a little collection of all my people that I've collected over the years. And I'm really excited to come to fruition and play our first shows in a couple weeks. Especially this has been, like I said, like 3 years of just, playing, dreaming, having fun, writing. And now it's real. So yeah. I'm excited to be here. I'm happy to be here.
And that's the idea that I got from it too, where it's like it's less stress, but yeah, you also have McCartney in your corner with 33, and then What's the record label you're on? Like you did
Outlast. So
Outlast.
it's
Yeah.
Daniel. It's actually Daniel's record. He owns a independent record label, and he's got a bunch of like newer artists on there. Some like some like trap stuff, some rap stuff, some metal, some like pop. He's got rap. I mean, he's kind of doing it all. Um, but yeah, it's definitely like the thing is it's not life or death for
Mhm.
me anymore. And it really was before. It used to be life or death. It was like the only money I would make, the only time I felt free, the only time I felt understood. And now that I have way more in my life, it's just that it doesn't hold the weight as far as that kind of stuff goes. But it holds the weight in a different way. The weight gets a shift back to my heart, and it just felt so fucking good. We just ran our complete set. And the other night, and it just like I said, it felt like high school. It felt like
Mhm.
fuck, like it felt like it's fresh, it's new, it feels exciting. So yeah, I haven't played a heavy show in almost 10 years. So I'm excited to get back there. I think for a while too, I like avoided like the thing I did in Vanna was my thing. It wasn't like uh a metalcore thing or a genre thing or a Vanna thing. It was me. And for a long time, I like hung that up to be like, I don't do that. I don't do that anymore. And then I'm like, yeah, I want to fucking scream again. That shit was fun. So like, this is just like you know, a little bit of getting over myself too. I think is something I had to like really learn, not take myself so seriously. So
Yeah, I mean, with the 4 tracks you've dropped so far, I mean, it's very much like a blend of what you've done in the past and what you're kind of doing now. So if people come into the point like, oh man, like it's gonna be like Vanna, it is, but it's also not.
for sure, yeah, I love that too. Yeah, because there's two members of Vanna in this project, and it's gonna like have a little bit of presence there too. Um, but yeah, no, it's a little bit of kind of everything, and it's funny. We put 4 songs out. We probably have about 14 or 15 of them written so far, and some covers and some other stuff we're jamming on. So it's kind of funny to see like as we release this stuff, like where in the catalog we want to start like hunkering down. So we'll have a couple more songs coming out early 2026, right before we go on that little millionaires run. Yeah, which is awesome. I'm so fucking excited for that. That's the other thing too about this band is like we're gonna be doing dates and touring with like shit that you probably are like, what? Why is that happening? And that's because like I wanna we want to do new things. You know what I mean? The way that I look at it is like if you're a fan of metalcore and you're a fan of Vanna, you're going to be there, and you'll be there, and you'll come, and you'll hang out, and you'll like it, and you'll listen, and that's already kind of rang true.
Mhm.
But I want to meet new people. I want to reach new people and then bring them into our fold together. It's not like leaving; it's just bringing everybody together. So,
Right.
so yeah, we're gonna do a bunch of weirdo shit. Like there's already some other weird shit lined up for 2026, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. Like, who cares?
Right, because it takes all the stress out of it though, because it's like, oh, if you never got offered X, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and for me, it's like we'll do plenty of like heavier metal touring and stuff. But like, yeah, do I want to go? Listen, my friends are in the millionaires. Do I want to go play with like a girly pop group and watch? I don't know, crimped purple emo hair kids mosh. Yeah, that's fun to me. Like I don't care. I just want to have some fun. We're playing a couple shows with like we're the only band. It's all hip hop artists on it. Like, yeah, I want to do that too. I love that shit. Um, I love I never cared about genres. I grew up in a time where like, like Family Values tour. You know what I mean? Like the most eclectic group of people all on one tour. Like it's just I like shit like that. I like fuck a genre. I don't care about that. I just want to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, again, because are you looking to do any like extensive touring or just kind of keep it local?
The thing is, this is like, we're just going to go with the flow. Like we have some shows already lined up, which is pretty regional for us out here. We have some like, 5 days to 2 weeks thing and offers and tours that we're looking at. And we're not going to go like I'm not getting in a van for 6 weeks and grinding. I'm not going to do that. But I will get into a van for a couple of days with my buddies and go somewhere. I will fly and do a festival. Like that's kind of what we're concentrating is just like wherever the good times are, we want to go. We want to hang out. We're adults. We have money. We can make it happen. We have we have the agents that can make that happen. So really, it's just kind of like, it's going to go with the flow. I mean, like, most of us own homes and are married. Some of us have kids. Like, we have lives that we got to like make sure that we are attending to. So this is going to be fun. And if like we get show offers in, we're talking about Europe and stuff like that, like that'll be more vacation. Bring all the wives, like come and have fun, like make it a real thing. Like music's going to be a part of my life forever. And my people in my life know that. And same goes for everybody in our band. So we try to make it kind of a family affair and try to have fun with it. So yeah, we'll do whatever. And then like the thing is like, as it grows and as it morphs and as it changes, like if there's room, an opportunity that opens up for larger advancements, larger touring, we'll do it. We'd love to do it. But we're not going to go broke trying to make something happen. Like I'm too smart for that now. I went through too much of the grind and learned from it. So I got to apply that now. And so we're going to be smart and have some fun. But yeah, eventually one day, sure. And honestly, like, yeah, I think that every person that has ever toured for a living and then stopped touring for a living, if you'd offer them that back again and you could make all your ends meet, make all your money and make your life work, it's a no brainer for me for sure. But until that time, we're chilling and we're having fun.
Yeah, it's a privilege too, because it's a part of it, not the whole.
It's a privilege. It's a privilege. That's it. It's a privilege to do it. So yeah, exactly that. My life doesn't weigh solely on if I make or break it on a tour. If I break even, if I make money, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have fun and go play these shows, regardless of anybody in the room, how far I have to drive, whatever money I spend on tickets. Like I don't care. Like we're just gonna have a good time. And we're gonna be real about it too. We're not gonna hide behind anything and like be fake about it. Like, yeah, we got jobs. Everybody does. We all do things, and most of them are creative or kind of work within music, but or flexible to that.
Mm-hmm.
But music is a privilege. It's a gift, and every time we get to do it, I'm in love.
Yeah, and it's also the idea of like, being in our 30s, like just the idea of like you can do something new. It's fine. Versus,
And like
being in your 20s, it's like, oh my god, like if this is it, like once I'm 30, like that's nothing matters.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, if a promoter emailed us and said, some shit that a promoter said to me when I was 25, I was like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. We'll take that low number and we'll get there and we'll play small. And now I'd be like, no, thanks. Like, I don't need to do that. So it's nice to get to choose your own destiny.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. I mean, so you're no longer interested in doing the Little Caesars pizza or the spaghetti in a tub anymore.
No, I don't do that. If I'm eating Little Caesars pizza, it's because I'm stoned watching football and I chose that, not because it's the only thing I can afford, Yeah, we don't go backwards here. We only go forwards.
Yeah. Okay. So, you're doing that Millionaires run for like a couple days and then.
Yeah. So coming up, we have in 2 weeks, we're opening up for a band called The Haunt. It's like a brother sister duo from LA, I want to say, killing it. I've been like, they're on 33 and just like, got added to some of the West Coast dates. So we're doing a few of those coming up here in 2 weeks. We're playing San Francisco, we're playing Portland, and we're playing Seattle. So yeah, we got a couple of dates coming up. It's with them, a band called Himalayas, which is from the UK, and then Shez, which I think she's from Mexico. But we are the odd man out. We are the heavy band on a pop rock tour. And I couldn't be more excited about it. All the bands are awesome. All the bands are cool. I'm definitely like looking forward to just getting back out there and doing our thing. And it'll be our first run, which is scary but fun. We're super prepped for it. And yeah, man, it's just gonna be a fucking blast, dude. It's so funny too. Like, when I was younger, I like had to beg, borrow, and steal to sell tickets to local shows. You know what I mean? To make it happen. It's so funny as an adult. I just like tell people, and we have so many people that bought tickets for like Portland and Seattle. I'm just like, because everyone's an adult and has money now, and isn't struggling as bad as they were when they were 22. So, yeah. So if you can make those shows and you're hearing this, come on out and hang out for sure.
I mean, parking is a little more expensive. I mean,
not a Holocene. Holocene's free, dude.
Oh, okay. Holocene's different.
Yeah.
But down in Chinatown, it's like what, 70.
Well, yeah. So then in March we play with Millionaires. We're playing Star Theater in Portland. I'm so psyched to play Star Theater. I love that place, and I've never played it. So I am like through the fucking roof to play Star Theater.
Yeah, shout out to Dylan. Dylan manages crowd control and then runs the door at Star.
Shout out to Dylan, dude.
Sarah, the venue cat.
Oh, is that the venue cat's name?
Yeah, Sarah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I love Portland, dude. I fucking love Portland.
You never know what's going to go on.
You never know.
I was trying to explain recently what Satyricon was.
Dude, I mean, I talk about it all the time. I have a piece of Satyricon in my living room. I stole it. So when they demolished it, we were on tour and we were playing. Someone just told me what this is recently. There's a cafe that we played that was like a block in front of Satyricon that us and A Loss for Words played. Someone told me the venue finally the other day after like 10 years of asking people. You knew the whole time. It was, I'm pretty sure it's Backspace. Yeah, it's a cafe. It was like a
literally next door to ground control.
Yes, but like, so it was one block in front of, so we played there and I ran over to Satyricon to take a piece of it, me and someone else from another band. So I have it in my living room, but Satyricon was like, I mean, obviously it had the lure, like Nirvana lure, Courtney Love lure, has so many famous like Portland punks and photos of like Portland punk and rock bands there. Like it's a pretty like iconic venue and I really glad that I got to play it, because it has like a energy, you know what I mean? Like it's a fucking energy. We played that venue on the Sick tour with Chelsea Grin and Attila. Imagine that at Satyricon.
What year was that? It was like 2012. 12. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2012. But no one talks about this as amazing as that venue is. There's a giant fucking beam post right in front of where a singer would be, like a vocalist. It was pretty difficult, but that show, kids were like crawling up it like it was like a greased pole, and they were like crawling up it and shit. That was wild, and that was the last time that I think I played there. So yeah, beautiful venue, incredible space. Sad to see it gone. What is there now? What is there now?
Apartments. They put like high rise,
like a 501 or something. That's fucking
yeah.
sick.
But when was the last? It was like Halloween, maybe 2013.
Well, that Etid show with Acacia Strain, Vanna, Etid, No Bragging Rights, 100th was in 2015 at the Branks. Do you remember that spot?
Mm-hmm.
It was Keith's birthday, dude. What a wild fucking place that was.
Yeah, Branks was next to, it was next to a restaurant.
I have no idea because I only went through the back, but that was a wild debaucherous night for sure. Portland always has that effect on.
Yeah, that was another venue that Jeff was kind of booking out of.
Jeff Newman?
No.
Right.
He was doing Satyricon, and he's doing Dante's right now, here and there.
I love Dante's. Can I tell you that I used to hate Dante's, and now I fucking love Dante's?
It's a unique place.
They have $9 full tall glasses of Fernet. All my favorite metal and death metal plays there.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I used to hate it. I used to rag on it. And now I'm like, fucking sign me up, dude. I love Dante's.
Yeah, my only beef is like, okay, cool, you're going on at 12.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about a lot of those shows there. I saw Boys Night Out, and they played at like literally like 1 o'clock there, like a couple weeks ago. I was like,
yeah,
kill me. But no, I love Dante's. I hope to get there with Wrung and kind of I would love to make it like kind of like a little home venue. I really love that place. So
yeah, that makes it's small enough, but it's like it just works.
Yeah, it's like dirty and evil, not dirty in like a bad way, dirty in a good way, and like kind of just fucking. I like it. Sketchy.
The windows fog up when it gets real.
There's a fire inside. There's a fire inside the venue. Yeah. It's sketchy. I like it. Portland's sketchy.
I saw Misery Signals last tour there.
Oh yeah,
and awesome. People were like, it was the same night that Blink 182 was in town.
I just saw in like 3 days almost like in a row. I saw Signs of the Swarm, Boys Night Out, and then I saw Of Sulfur there. So it's a great place to see metal, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's funny? How did Sulfur do? Were they pretty big crowd or?
Yeah, dude, they're on their way up. Those are the homies. They're on their way up for sure. Like Ricky and Chase are just like writing some next level shit right now. And I'm very proud of Chase. I've known him for a long time. I've kind of known Ricky too for a really long time. I love what they're doing. I love this new project. Yeah, they're the boys.
No, I like Ricky because Suffocate kept me going with social media posts because I was running media scare stuff for a while. And it was like, okay, what's going to move the needle?
Yeah, for sure. Suffocate, definitely back in the day. Yeah. Anything with Ricky Hoover's name attached to it.
Is Blood.
Sure.
And then Ghost Inside. And then Volumes.
That was all the boys. We love all the boys.
Because I was having to like make the point, like, look, I'm pulling these numbers from these bands. Keep giving me money every month.
It's so funny that all those bands were like media, like all those bands were media scare bands starting off.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty fucking crazy. I'm doing. I don't think you have to cut this because I think it's okay if everyone knows, but I'm shooting a short indie film this weekend in LA, and Baron from Media Scare is executive producer, financer. He's doing something. I was on a table read, and Daniel, because McCartney's doing the movie, and he was like, "You remember Baron?" And I was like, "Holy shit, what's up, dude?" Last time I saw him was like in Ocala, Florida, when I was like 22 years old. So yeah. But I forgot, like, all those bands really got their start there. Ghost Inside too. That's crazy.
If you can find Baron, ask him if I can have some more money because he definitely owes me a couple hundred.
I feel like I live in a world friends with lots of people that owe each other like $200.
That,
you know what I mean?
That, or at least ask him like, hey, can you like sell the rights to the Ghost Inside's first 2 albums? Just sell them.
That's crazy. Why would you ever do that? I would never do that.
Yeah, well,
listen, I love the boys. I love them so much.
And until he lets go, then
yeah, but that dude's making money.
Yeah,
that's like selling. If you as soon as you let go of your Apple stock, we're good. Like, no, he's not doing that. I wouldn't do that either. It's not smart. I mean, like all the love to the boys. All the love to the boys. Coming up, we just passed their anniversary, which is fucking crazy. But listen, boys, he's got to get the bag. That's it.
They're getting money right now. They're in Europe with.
I know they're Bad Omens are doing. Dude, listen, you know this. We all know this. You know, we're also very proud of those motherfuckers. And I love them. And I'm not just saying that. I fucking grew up with Jim. You know what I mean? Vanna did. It's funny. Vanna, we did. I think maybe one show when they were A Dying Dream.
Yeah.
And then that's Jim and met them. And then we drove. Jim was Vanna's tour manager back in the day. Guitar player of the home front before that. Let's give respect where respect's due. And then we drove Jim out to, he tour managed half a tour till he got to LA. And then we dropped him off of the Ghost Inside to like start his new life. Like, it was a pretty awesome moment. I fucking loved Jim.
2010?
Yeah, 10, 11, right in there.
Yeah,
right in there.
Garrett was playing for them until about then.
Yeah. And then it wasn't long till Chris joined too, like after that. Love the boys. Love the boys.
It was cool. I saw Garrett in Arizona, like the Nile Theater, like one of the big venues.
Nile.
Yeah, he came out to see them play with Under Oath, and it was like,
oh, cool.
Because he just took off. He went to the army or something.
Sure.
And then
people be taking off, dude. It's so funny because we're always like, what happened to that person? But they went off and led an entire fucking life, is what they did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then I realized like that was like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And then who was their first guitar player? Aaron
Brooks.
Aaron Brooks, baby.
And then Casey was on drums.
Casey, that's right. And then Andrew.
Casey got. I think Casey went to law school.
Fucking good for him, man. That we did some like stuff. Again, we did stuff for like older Ghost Inside too. So I definitely got to know those guys, and big love to them for being nice to a fucking stupid kid from Boston who didn't know shit. So
well, it's funny to see like where people have gone. You know, like Rod from Volumes went to law school.
Yeah. That's why he wasn't playing with Volumes for a while, because he's out getting his motherfucking education. Again, like Love that guy. We did a couple different tours with Volumes and the old lineup stuff, and yeah, I got love for them too. It's awesome to see what people are doing. I love. I truly, if I haven't spoken to you in a long time, I love it and I support you and I love what you're doing. It's cool to see different industries of people that I've toured with and what they're like kind of spread themselves out to be, and like also what newer bands they're like doing and stuff. To see them doing music is cool. There's a lot of like newer second generation bands that are with like older dudes that were in other bands that are like doing it again, which is really fucking good to see. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Former from Ohio is Brennan from like Sleeping with Sirens, like way back in Sleeping with Sirens day. Trying to think. There's just a bunch of House of Protection with Steve is like, come on now, like that shit is maybe the best thing that Steve has ever done. It's just good to see people like continually, Jason, Let Live, Fever, like just continually doing their thing. Like it's not like it's cool to see. It's not like I don't know, a trend or something they were stuck in. It's just like this is their life. It's
Yeah.
fucking really good to see. And then as also with like all the bands reuniting. I think I like maybe last year talked shit on a podcast about bands reuniting. But then there was like so many bands that reunited that I was like, fuck yeah, that's sick. So it's good to see everybody just kind of like, hey, listen, we all took time. We took some time off. We got careers, we got kids, we got houses, we did all this shit. And at the end of the day, we all come back to music, which is, it's cool. It's really cool to see.
Yeah. I mean, again, just with context of time, just knowing, okay, you can pick it right back up later and people will care.
Yeah, it's cool. And I definitely have to like say, as much as making this music for myself, and I'm sure everyone else, it is cool that people care. It's cool when it's, my group of friends now, like they've known me for a really long time, but it's like, kind of like post Vanna stuff or like knew me, but like don't know me from Vanna, or know me from music. And we'll be out, like we're at like a county fair in, Salem, like
Yep.
state fair.
Be fair.
And I had two people come up to me and they're like, are you Dave from Vanna? And I'm like, sometimes I have been. And it was cool for my friends to see that and be like, that's so awesome. And I'm like, I fucking know. Cause I'm the guy that like, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to everybody. As long as you're being nice, like I'll fucking talk your ear off. So, I think it's very cool that people still care. I think it's very cool that you can age and mature and grow with your favorite bands or people or artists or whatever. I very much appreciate all 11 people that still care about me. I really appreciate that. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's some interest in like kind of what you're up to though, because I feel like with Vanna still doing something, with the OG lineup.
Yeah. So the OG lineup is like kind of got back together at the reunion almost, or the farewell show. I put everybody on an email and I was like, let's have everybody in Vanna perform. I was a fan. I mean, I was their friend, but like I also was a big fan. Grown up in Boston, and that was all part of it. And they kind of rekindled and started talking all then. And I remember Chris was trying to write some music, and it was like, oh, why don't you have Nick write you some riffs, and then Brandon and blah blah blah, and everyone is now they're doing their thing, and it's cool because Chris Priest is still like one of my really good friends, and we've talked about it before. Just like we all have like eras, we all have like times that we were in that music, and we kept that going, and now it's back in their hands again, which is fucking awesome. And I got 10 beautiful years out of it. And I got, and then out of that comes everything that I have now. So I wouldn't have anything if that didn't happen. And again, I love to see people getting back together, getting in a room. They've probably said the same thing. Feels like when they were 19. You know what I mean? I love that feeling, and I want everyone to have that. So, yeah, I feel like people are pretty, kind of interested in what I got going on. And again, I'm super appreciative of that. And it is a new banner. It is a new title. But I really feel like it's one of my favorite things I've ever done in my life. So
Yeah.
it's cool if you want to be here for that. And it's fucking good, dude. It rips. Like, come on. Shit rips. Joel's a hell of a writer. It rips. So
Yeah, I like the guitars, man. The guitars are sick.
yeah, we started doing we always were joking about 7 strings, and whatever. And we both eat our favorite band, Deftones, obviously. And, so we kind of just like with this project, it was like we started writing it and then we changed the tuning. And then we were like, dude, we want to try 7 strings. And another cool thing about, I've always fostered, same with Joel, always fostered the relationships that we've made in the music industry. And I was like, oh, we need some 7 strings. And I was like, so I hit up ESP, and Tony's a good friend, and they provided some 7 strings for us to like take that sound and progress it even more. And happy to be endorsed artist by them. Shout out ESP for life. But that opened up a whole new world because we were both on FaceTime. I think like having a drink. We used to have like a nightcap together on FaceTime every night when we were writing, and I was like, could we do a 7 strings? And he just was like, dude, there's no fucking rules. Like, there's no rules anymore. So yeah, it's progressed, it's changed. It's like, it's big fucking riff energy, dude. And Joel's in the captain's seat, and he's driving the ship. So I'm very, very excited to be here with him.
Yeah, I would make the argument like if you're trying to figure out, okay, am I into this? Am I not? Like, take the 15 minutes. There's 4 songs, and
Yeah,
they're all kind of
totally.
different from each other. So if you catch one song, it's like, ugh. But all 4 kind
Sure.
of gives you a better picture.
I think those 4 songs are very much like meant to be listened to all at once. To kind of let you know what we're going to serve up. We're going to serve up a little bit of all of this coming up because the new 2 songs that we have are very much like, holy shit, we just combined all of those 4 songs into like 2. And honestly, like being a seasoned musician, both of us, I don't think about like a panel on Spotify or 4 songs. I think about like just a catalog of songs that you can play live and different vibes because it always leads, for me, it leads to playing live all the time.
Yeah.
And if we're on a tour that's a little bit more rock, we're playing a little bit more of those like those upbeat rocky ones. If we're on a more shoegazy kind of vibe, we're playing more of those. Like it's an entire like I'm this is end game band for me. I'm not doing another band after this, so um, I just want to grow with it, and I feel like once we have 20 songs out, everyone's going to be like, oh, right. It's just our first 4. And we live in such a fast validation world that people are like, cool, I'm done with those 4. You have more? And I'm like, go listen to it again. Put it in your gym playlist. Like, put it in places that you're going to be able to run into it again when you need it. Because it's a vibe and it changes. And you might like not dig it at first, and then you do. But then you go back and listen to it and realize it's a cohesive piece. And again, it fucking rips. So
Has it been easier just like with you doing the video and everything? Has it been easier because it's less cost intensive? Like there's no there's no.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of like, I think it's twofold. I think number one, it's cost effective that Joel's an audio engineer and I am a video producer. So it kind of goes hand in hand that he's able to write all this stuff. We're able to track and do all these things. Then I can make all of the visuals. And then there's also the factor of I really fucking like it. I have so much, like I did all 4 of our music videos, or 3, technically 2, or 2 is 1. But I had so much fun creating those. And I got to collab with different like cameramen and videographers that I'm like really, really good friends with. Some talented people here in Oregon who I love dearly, who I have like, it's funny because I got to grow my net when I moved here. And I moved here like the year Vanna broke up. And I got to cast my net and grow my people. And then with this project, I get to like be like, hey, remember all those stories I told you and like music videos and all these things? And I got to bring those to my community. I got to be like, one day I'm going to rent this studio for 4 days and I'm going to shoot music videos here. And one day me and you are going to collab on this music video. And I finally got to do all that kind of stuff. So I had such a fucking good time doing it. And yeah, dude, like, I'm in here, dude, literally every music video up until I had to upload it to YouTube for the premieres. I'm like up here editing like every fucking second I have to like, it stimulates my brain so much. And I love it so much. And I'm making a music video for the music that I also make. It's just like, it might seem self-indulgent, but I'm just incredibly proud of making something so cohesive from end to end. You know what I mean? From start to finish, like we did this insular in our group. I designed all of our merch that we have coming out for the tour. Like it is easier, but it's also, I like it more. I like it. I have fun with it, you know? Vanna was a collaborative effort. You know, Nick definitely did a lot of our designs because he's such a fucking talented illustrator and designer. But I conceptualized all that stuff with him, and having like such control also means I can collaborate with whoever I want to, artist wise and all kind of stuff. So, yeah, to answer your question, a really long winded answer, yeah, it's easier and it's way cooler.
Do you have anyone like kind of in the works where it's like you haven't announced a kind of a guest feature or?
Yeah, so not the next two songs that come out, I don't think. No, the two songs that come out after that, we are going to have some guest features on there, and there's going to be like multiple guests from one band on each of those. So like a couple members on one song, and then a different band, a couple members on that song. It's kind of like a package deal of like a singer guitar player sort of thing that we're doing on both of those with homies I've already mentioned in this conversation. Because I want to collaborate. I want to get a couple things out before we started bringing people in.
Yeah.
But I want to collaborate with my friends. And then there's like some remixes with some, I don't really know how to classify them, EDM artists, some remixes of our songs. And then there's going to be reimagined acoustic versions of a couple of them too from us. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff. And we love collabing with people. And I just want to continue to do that. So there's definitely some people already in the works. There's some people I'll tell you off camera too that are in the works that you're going to be super stoked about. That I was like, I bet this guy isn't doing guest vocals because no one's fucking asked him to do it because he's technically, his band isn't together anymore. But I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I want that voice on my shit. So yeah, there's some cool stuff. And it's also, again, fostering relationships. I can hit people up and be like, yo, like for sure, without blowing anything, Garrett from Colin Morales is definitely going to be on a fucking song, like very, very soon. That's not blowing up anything like that. But like Garrett, we sent him the stuff and he was like, when can I sing on it? And I'm like, I love you. Like I truly love that. The connections I made were very real. And 10 years later, I can turn around to one of the homies and be like, yo, do you want to sing on this? And they're like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, hey, do you want to do a guitar solo on this? Like, yeah, fuck yeah. Because that's what this is about. It's just having a lot of fucking fun.
Okay. So the Instagram is Wrung, spelled WRUNG.WAV. And then.
Yeah, Wrung.wave. That's all of our socials will be Wrung.wave.
Okay.
And then our website for everything is just heylink.me. And then it's Wrung / Wrung.wave. And we have everything on there. YouTube's the same thing. Yeah, it's all out there. You can find it streaming on every platform possible.
Okay. 4 songs out now. Some shows.
2 songs. Yeah, and then 2 songs out next year before our 2 shows that we have early in March. And then we hitting the road and we're just keeping it going from there.
Yeah, because I mean, I think you're probably booked out, what, 6 months out from just media stuff, or?
Oh, big time. Yeah. I mean, not to mention my full-time production job. Then with freelance stuff, I'm booked out like months. I have like gigs I do like monthly and then like every 3 months. So yeah, I'm crazy booked out. And it's good though, because then I can look at the band and go, hey, we have all of this time to do some shit. So yeah, we'll be out there. We'll be looking there. Comment and tell us where you want us to come, and we'll just fucking come there. A bunch of people just said Florida recently, and a bunch of Florida promoters were like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, yeah, I'll come to Florida for a weekend. Fuck yeah, I will.
Disney World.
Disney World, baby. I haven't been in a minute.
Yeah, I've only been once, and it was like, yeah, it's been like 15 years.
True story. First time I went to Disney World in Florida. It was Band Before Vanna, and we climbed a 40-foot wall and jumped over it and broke into Disney World.
Nice.
The security said, I don't know how the fuck you got in here, but I'm going to walk you out. And we didn't get arrested. It was pretty awesome.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you got to be for a while then.
I got to take a picture with Walt Disney's statue.
Nice.
Yeah, we were there for like 45 minutes before they figured it out.
The mouse knows everything, though.
He does. He sees all.
But, cool, man. I think that's everything we...
Sounds good.
Yeah, give me 1 second here.